you see these signs, you better look up. Yeah. When you see these signs, you better look up. Yeah, I've been walking through the fire, clothes smell like doubt. Seen the waves over my head, still I never drown. Mama praying in the kitchen, tears on the tile. Say the world getting darker, but that's been for a while. Scroll for the rumors, every headline was. Everybody got a platform, nobody show. I've been hearing in my spirit, boy, your time close. Got my eyes past the clouds, I don't ride low. Used to chase change, now I chase change. Used to pop pain, now I drop shame. I was stuck, I was broke in my own mind. Then he said, watch close when I show signs.
When you see these signs, look up.
Your redemption's getting near. Don't run, keep your head to the sky. Don't fall, yeah, we made for the storm. Stand bold.
When you see these signs, look up.
Every tear, every scar, that's love. He gon' pull you out the dirt, no fear. When you see these signs, know your redemption here. Yeah, I remember late nights, eyes red, no sleep. Heart heavy like the rent, pain 7 feet deep. Homies lost on the corner, stuck in the loop. I was one bad choice from the same root. Then I heard that still voice in the backlash. Son, I paid that price, that's past tense. Every time I slip, Grace said stand up. Every time I trip, he still manned up. See the storms getting closer, I don't panic though. Cause the hands on my life set the tempo. Prophecies playing out, I ain't surprised. I just tighten up my walk, keep my left high.
When you see these signs, look up.
Your redemption getting near. Don't run, keep your head to the sky. Don't fall, yeah, we made for the storm. Stand bold.
When you see these signs, look up.
Every tear, every scar, that's love. He gon' pull you out the dirt, no fear. When you see these signs, know your redemption here. I've been down bad, he was still that close. I was off track, he was still that road. I was lost, but I never left his sight. Every sign's just a signal in the night. Hands up high when the sky turn red. Even if I'm hanging on by a thread, I know who gon' catch me if I drop. So when I see the signs, I look up, not to stop.
These signs, look up.
Your redemption's getting near. Don't run, keep your head to the sky.
Don't fall.
Yeah, we made for the storm. Stand bold.
When you see these signs, look up.
Every tear, every scar, that's love. He gon' pull you out the dirt, no fear. When you see these signs, know your redemption here. Redemption here.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Zion.
Hope everybody had a blessed Shabbat.
All praises. I got my rest on.
Shout out to Brother Uriah in the building.
Shalom, brethren.
Shout out to Brother Linzel
Shalom.
up in the building. Always on deck. Oh, man. There's a lot going on. Goddamn, where do we start, man?
Might as well start with what's everybody talking about.
Yeah, we
The
might
soldiers,
as well, man.
prisoners.
Yeah, you right. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this right quick. You know, I done did 5 years in prison, and this shit that I done seen, these videos or whatever that I done seen, is worse than prison. This shit worse than prison, man. Like seriously and shit. Like I done watch, and when y'all get a chance, because you know, I think I got about 3 or 4 videos. I don't know how many videos I got on this thing. But when y'all get a chance or whatever, y'all go to TikTok and put in the search bar, you know, the USS Abraham conditions and the troops, you know, all that stuff, you know. But man, it's these people foul as hell, man.
All the money they making from these wars.
Exactly, right. But the thing about it is that we're in a what do you call it? I want to say depression.
Don't want to say it.
What else?
Recession.
Recession, and whatever sessions is in the building and whatnot. Because, man, this shit getting out of hand, man. You got people like losing their jobs, people losing their houses,
Man.
people can't pay their rent, people can't buy goddamn food right now. And it's like, you know, I was looking at this one video and the dude was saying, like, you know, a lot of people don't feel this shit, but it's gonna trickle down to where you feel this shit. Like, we already in a recession. We already in a depression. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just not feeling it. Some people just not feeling it. But you got a lot of people sleeping in their goddamn cars, sleeping in parking lots and all that other shit. Like, go ahead.
I got gas yesterday, and I think it was $4.30 something.
Yeah. Gas is steady going up. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to get into.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put this post up that Araya, this comment that Araya put up here.
Yeah. That's crazy. How I don't understand.
And he said he said his coworker got a friend whose son is on one of those boats over there. Said they haven't given him his antidepressants in 6 months. And they've been over there since November. And just imagine, they don't know all what's going on in the great USA or whatever. They don't have that information or whatnot. They saying the Wi-Fi is you know, is like sketchy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, it's terrible over there.
It's like, what did you sign yourself up for?
What did you sign yourself up for? And is it bad enough for me to go over here and fight this war and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, these people in Iran, they fighting for goddamn survival. Them people on them boats, on the Abraham and all that, they not fighting for survival. They fighting for these goddamn, our government, who's some goddamn bullies and pedophiles and any else evil, wicked name you can come up with.
And for a check.
Right. Yeah, exactly. For money, for, you know, they want to colonize these other countries and all that shit.
I'm talking about the soldiers.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, the soldiers is like...
You over there for a check, for a career, for degrees, the GI Bill. So
exactly.
You can get free college and whatever and
right.
climb up in the ranks. Meanwhile, the government who got you over there are there for world domination.
Exactly, right. They're on something different. You know what I'm saying? But...
my brother was in the Air Force. I've said this before, and my father. And you remember... because we had just got together. We had been together for a minute when my brother first went to basic training.
I remember that.
And my brother was calling. My brother signed up for 6 years Air Force. The minimum was 6, and he regretted his decision. He was in basic training, and my husband was joking, like, "Dang, he act like he locked up the way he calling you and asking you to say." You remember you said?
And this was years ago.
Yeah, this was 22 years ago.
Yeah.
And my brother regretted it. Now, my brother definitely not no company man, so it makes sense why he can't just take orders. But he regretted it. He was like, this is not, I can't believe I got to do 6 years here. Like, he wanted to leave immediately. So I'm just saying that to say how some people, and my brother was the typical American. He didn't know what to do. He turned 18. He didn't want to go to college. You know, back then it wasn't easy. Jobs didn't pay $20 and $25 an hour.
It was a struggle for him or whatever.
Back in 02, 03. You know, your parents be wanting you to get out. You want to experiment with smoking and drinking, and they like, I ain't feeling you up in my house. There's no plan for you.
Hell no.
Young black kids,
Hell no.
when you graduate high school, ain't no real plan. Your parents ain't really helping you. You struggling to try to get a car. So my brother went over there, and he instantly regretted it. And I know a lot of these other soldiers do too, because you don't really have no idea what it's like till you get over there.
Right. Brother Lizzo said, imagine going over there because you love your country and they treat you like trash.
Man, I just seen an article of a brother. I can't think of his name, but he served. He was 60-some years old in New York. And he served, and his life alert button went off. And the police came, and he talking through the door like, I'm good, y'all can go on and go. They banging on the door like, nah, we want to get up in there. Open the door. I think, like, neighbors came out, like, well, let us talk to him or whatever. The police kicked his door in, ended up tasing him, and ended up killing him. A veteran, 60-something years old.
Man.
So, yes, they would treat you like trash. Y'all remember back in, like, which was it? The Civil War. Y'all know they was hanging veterans still in their uniform.
Right.
We've learned this reading the history books. Like, they fought in the Civil War, but was being hung in their uniform. Racism is in the military. Heavily prevalent.
That's not a secret right there. You know what I'm saying?
You are correct. They go over there and fight for their country and get treated like trash.
Exactly. Right. But let's get into this video right quick, and we'll be right back to discuss the situation.
Listen, Democrats called for Pete Hegseth to be fired today. Good. Get the motherfucker on up out of here. There should never be any reports ever came out saying that the military is living up under them conditions on the motherfucking ships, man. Problem with water? Can't use the bathroom? No food? Mental problems? Trying to jump off the side of the man, listen. You would have never known this shit the way him and Trump come out in front of these cameras and lie every goddamn day. You'd think them folks over there eating lobsters. But see, you got concerned parents of some of them soldiers. And they exposing every motherfucking thing because they can't get a hold to their loved ones. And then the last time they talked to them, they were telling them the conditions that they was in. Thank y'all for goddamn exposing these nasty motherfuckers, man. And guess what? It's going to be some more wives and mamas and them come out and let you know what's going on with them soldiers. Just wait. It's coming. But Pete Hegseth, that bitch done got to go. That's why you always see him sweating and wiping his nose and all this crazy shit, because he know he fucked up. This little Fox host motherfucker has no business running nothing. Nothing. Unplug everything in the house around him. But anyway, Trump get out in front of the cameras today. And the reporter asked him, did he hear about what's going on the ship? Oh, it's not real. It's fake. It's not real. It's fake. So you dismissing, Lord have mercy, boy. You don't even care about his own troops. Then she comes out and asks him, do he think they've been out there long? He said they haven't been out there at sea long enough, in his opinion. You know what that mean? He's keeping them. They're not coming home. That's what I'm telling you. Trump gonna see this shit all the way fucking through, man. Them soldiers are stuck hostage at that motherfucker, boy. Whoo! They ain't see this one coming. But that's what type of fucking country we in right now, man. But I hope they get Pete Hegseth out of there, man. You can't handle another week with that motherfucker in there. And they need to go ahead and impeach this motherfucker right here, man. I'm telling you. How long you think them troops gonna stay on them ships before all hell break loose on that bitch amongst each other? If they living in them type of conditions, everybody walking on edge in that motherfucker. Y'all step out there. Get it out the mud.
Look here, man. We know, when they started this war and started fucking with Iran, that they fucked up. Just like you said, they fucked up. When they went over there and started fucking with Iran, right? Trump, he always getting in front of the goddamn people and lying his ass off. He ain't the first one who been lying. All these goddamn presidents was lying and shit. They tell you what they want, what you want to hear, to get your vote, get up in there and change every goddamn policy that they said they was gonna, represent or whatnot.
Yep, no more global wars, and I forget the exact way he worded it.
Yeah, no more wars and all that shit, and gas prices was gonna go down, food was gonna go down.
Drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp. No, it look like they draining his ass and shit.
He told y'all quit asking about them Epstein files.
Exactly, right. Exactly. And then another thing he said, oh, they ain't been out there that long.
That's sad.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like, is these soldiers watching this shit or are they able to see this shit? Cause man, I'll jump off that motherfucking boat too. On some crazy shit. Y'all take me back. This dude, he ain't got it all. We gotta get him the fuck up out of here. A one-way ticket back to the goddamn States. Or fuck it, leave me over, somewhere. Cause they ain't got beef with the blacks. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They know we don't know what the fuck is going on.
It's about time to check in with your cousin, see what she talking about.
Yeah, I haven't heard from. They probably didn't shut her ass down. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it's too much going on. They talking about y'all now. We don't want them to know what the hell is going on up in here.
And I want to say this too. Now, when my brother went, we ain't have social media when he was in the military, but I do remember when you get deployed, when you go to another country and you stationed at a base or whatever, your calls home are regulated.
Yeah.
You get like at least back then, my brother got like once a week type of thing, because I remember him being mad, like, I'm calling and you ain't answering the phone. I'm like, well, they still says you got to give a person a minute. Maybe they're doing something. If I don't answer, just wait like a minute or two and call right back. Right. But it's not like you could just call home whenever you want. There's a schedule. And I wanted to say this. Let's remember that Trump did not serve. Back in the day,
typical.
Presidents had to actually do their time in the military. Trump didn't serve. He took the cowardly way out. So it's easy for him to be, oh no, y'all ain't been over there long enough. Oh no, just push the button. We need more soldiers. We need y'all to do this, because you don't know what it's like to be in enemy territory. And also, I want to add to that, wealthy people with generational wealth, especially Caucasians, do not care about poor middle-class Americans. They will tell you they do. They will tell you they're fighting for you. They're going to make these laws for you. But they don't care about you. I seen this, I was in something online, and I seen somebody break it down. Oh, I was in Teo Ministry Facebook group. And they broke it down saying what's going on. And it's basically, you have different nations fighting for world domination. They want all the resources and want to be in control of all of the resources and don't really want nobody else to be able to live and use the earth the way God intended. They want everything. So that's why we have this so much beef back and forth, because you got the Edomites, these white folks, they want all the resources. They government. And these low-level white people, they want it too. Because they'll run up in these countries and they'll kind of just be like, oh, well, as long as America's straight, we don't care about what happened to these other countries. Right. Till Iran. Right. Now they spooked.
Right. They greed got the best of them. You know what I'm saying? They wanted it all or whatever instead of just leaving shit alone. So Iran like, okay, look, I could affect the whole goddamn global economy. You understand? Yeah. We can, we got the Strait of Hormuz. They got that other strait. I forgot the name of it. They're over there bombing goddamn the AU or no, Saudi Arabia. They bombing their oil refinery or whatever. That makes a difference to the global world.
And these white folks, they didn't have no problem when they went up in Venezuela and kidnapped that man.
Right,
They don't
right.
have no problem with America going into these other countries, destroying them, starting these coups, and then making these people take out loans to rebuild their own country and
Right.
taking their natural resources from said country as long as America can benefit.
Exactly. Now, Trump said they lying and shit, right?
A lot of people online been saying that this stuff is not true.
A lot of people been saying that. Okay. Well,
Yep.
well, we got Fox News. They talking about it and shit, right? And Trump says what? Fox News is fake news. Is that the station?
Yeah.
You familiar? Okay. But look, we don't listen to the government and they lies, and we know they lying. You know what I'm saying? We done heard them say something last week, and you know, the truth came out. You know what I'm saying? So we done listening. We been done listening. You know what I'm saying?
Let the
The people who
soldiers
watch
tell
this
us.
channel and all that, we done listening to the goddamn government and their lies, right? But let's hear what Fox News got to say about it.
First of their kind, transgender dolls are set to debut in Minnesota classrooms this fall.
Hold on, y'all. This is different. My bad. I got the wrong
with me the last text message that he sent to her prior to him jumping off the ship. And I want to read part of it to you. He basically said, "I think the boat is finally getting to me, and I really don't think I can keep up my peace act anymore. You are right about it all not being okay. We were supposed to leave Fifth Fleet on July 15th, but then something had to come up, and my last hope of being home soon was gone. I'm really trying not to feel negative or hopeless, but between the Wi-Fi and not knowing when I will come home and not knowing what is happening back at home, it's really getting me. I don't think I can do another deployment after this, and I don't even know if I can finish this deployment."
So right there. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard being deployed.
Right.
My brother went through it in the beginning. Now, after he went to other countries like Thailand, he was a little more in Japan. He had been in some years and was used to it. But when he was in Qatar, when it was 120 degrees, it's miserable. A lot of these soldiers never left the country before.
Right. And you got to think about it. Man, it's a lot of people who ain't built for jail. You know what I'm saying? That shit different. When I was in prison, I didn't hear from nobody for 2 years. God damn it. 2 whole goddamn years. I couldn't call nobody, none of that shit. I ain't hear from nobody from the streets. So as far as them, you know, a lot of people ain't built for that shit.
Yeah, I know. My brother was saying something that America do, which is crazy. They have morale concerts. They'll fly out celebrities, different people to keep their head in a good space. So at the minimum, if they just kept their Wi-Fi, that probably would help these people so much to be able to deal with the conditions and living in that tight confinement of that boat. But that was something else that really intrigues me. I'm like, they have celebrities come over and give y'all concerts to keep your mind off of the reality of what you're really over here, how miserable that this is.
Yeah.
And what you're fighting for, because eventually that even gets to a person like, I'm over here to kill these people for y'all. Basically. So
Exactly.
it with common sense, y'all should try to at least keep the internet, the Wi-Fi, if that's, you know, and a little better food quality. That will help these people not to lose their mind. But again, they don't even care.
No, they don't give a shit. Let's look at some of the conditions that's on this boat or whatever.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see.
And then we'll be right back.
All right, y'all. So a couple of y'all wanted to see how the ship look, or the head look, aka the bathroom. The shower's right here. You feel me? This is what we go through on a carrier in the Navy. They say join the Navy, right? Join the Navy. Yeah, look at this, y'all. This is crazy. This ain't even the worst part, man. Sinks atrocious. Wait till y'all see the toilets, man. Look at the toilet. Y'all expect me to take a doo-doo in this, y'all? Nah. Y'all crazy. Look at this. Come on now, join the Navy though, right? Join the Navy. Yeah, alright, bro.
and you got, you know, like it's a lot of people got to share that limited, you know,
Yeah,
space
okay.
or whatever and shit. It's cramped up in that damn place. You know what I'm saying? When I looked at them and I was watching the you know, they beds.
Yeah, I've
I'm
seen
like,
that
oh,
too.
what the hell, man? This shit is crammed up
like little bitty bunk beds.
yeah, like I'm talking about, like they got to get into a space like about that big. I'm like, no, this ain't no, no.
Grown
man.
men.
And I'm trying to find, did I get that?
I've
Damn, I
seen
didn't get
I've
that.
seen the life on those boats before outside of this, and it's a very small space. You cannot go in that shower barefoot. My man said that you got to wear shower shoes. It's nasty.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy though, man.
a lot of you know, we got the internet now, and people feel like they shouldn't be in those conditions
No.
because they're sacrificing their lives. Why can't they live in a little better condition? Trump wouldn't be up in no stuff like that. We know he only wants the best.
Yeah, I mean, it's
To me, you should, and I hate to put salt in the wound, but to me, you should know better than to go to the military.
yeah,
No matter
that's what
how
I'm saying.
down and out your situation
That's
is,
what I'm saying.
That's how I felt about my brother. I went with my brother to his recruiter, and I just kept telling him like, dude, this ain't it. I know it was rough for us transitioning from high schoolers to young adults because our parents didn't really help us to have no plan like a lot of black people. You just grown now, and you ain't got no money, you ain't got no career. And I remember being like, this is just not it. You gonna regret this. And he did. Like, it's just, I mean, it's spilled milk now, but come on, man.
and then you got people, you know, these mega supporters and all that, get on here talking shit, pull your bootstraps up, and you know it's gonna be bad and all that. And here's an example of one of these goddamn people.
God, redneck, hillbilly.
Families of sailors aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln. I need you to hear this. You're not helping your sailor by placating their problems, okay? When a sailor reaches out to you and all they do is bitch and complain about the conditions, what you need to say to them is man up. That's what you need to be saying. You need to say to them, you need to be thankful for the things that you do have. You need to say to them, are you safe? Do you have a bed to sleep in? Do you have water to wash your face with? You got water to drink, even though it may be a long walk to the front of the ship. You need to stop placating their bullshit and tell them to toughen up, okay? What you're doing is you're destroying the warrior mindset that is supposed to be instilled in these sailors. Okay, everybody in the U.S. military is supposed to have this warrior mindset, and they're supposed to be strong and firm in their resolve. But what you're doing when you placate their problems is you're telling them that it's okay to not be strong. It's okay to be weak. And that is not what our U.S. military needs. So families of sailors aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln, the next time they call, send them away on a positive note. Don't just sit there and listen to them bitch. Stop them. Cut them off. Remind them of the things in life that are important, and remind them of what they do have that is good. Stop listening to your sailors bitch. Tell them to toughen the fuck up.
Just that easy, huh?
See, for me, I completely disagree with him. I do understand morale and having your head in the game. So I would say for the Edomites, yeah, y'all need to, because y'all want to dominate the world. This the price y'all got to pay. Y'all got to go do y'all part because you a low-level Edomite. Now, if you was rich or wealthy, you wouldn't have to go do that. The poor fight the wars for the rich. But for our people, the black and brown people, man, heck nah. I wouldn't say nothing like, now I wouldn't tell my loved one I told you so, because that ain't what they need to hear in the moment. But it's like, you home. Even if he did do time over there, you know, in the military, you not over there now. It's different during wartime.
Yeah.
It's different being in the military when it's active war versus, you know, America just over there building more bases and dogging people out. It's war. So you can't just tell people to tell them to man up and deal with it.
Because it's at the end of the day, it's like, what am I fighting for?
Right.
That would be my, you know what I'm saying, thing, or what I'll be thinking about. Like, what the hell am I fighting for? Why is we going to war?
They're complaining because they realize it's not what they thought. It's not worth it to them. They don't want to sacrifice their lives for this government.
Especially if you black.
And that's okay to have that realization.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, they show us every goddamn day that they don't give a shit about black people.
Remember about 2 years ago, that soldier that got pulled over and he stopped at the gas station?
Yeah.
Remember how they did him? He was in the fatigue.
Right.
Full uniform.
What is that?
That's the acronym.
Oh, okay.
Shut your...
Oh, okay. Okay.
Exactly. Don't nobody want to hear that. Especially for this administration.
Right.
Them little checks that you get paid more when you deployed. Them checks and stuff they getting ain't worth it. They don't care about that money no more.
Yeah, man. I'm not finna you put my life on the line and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not finna lie to my child just basically you just lying to them. You want me to they supposed to tell their kid everything gonna be all right, stop complaining?
Fuck that.
What?
I gotta be here for my children to protect them from you motherfucker, you wicked evil motherfuckers.
That's what Muhammad Ali
You know
said.
what I'm saying? Why would I, like, I'm not a father. I'm not a real father. You know what I'm saying? Just abandon my kids and I'm fighting for this goddamn country. Man, my kids be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to me and shit. Like,
Or
get the
something
fuck out of
happened
here, man.
and you're not here.
Right.
To me, this message is for them patriotic, like he said, the warrior mindset. Most of them people over there ain't no warriors. Half of them gay.
Right.
You got all them
Right.
little black girls over there who want to be cute. They just needed something. They ain't no warriors.
Exactly, right.
America 65.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They fighting, like, what type of, like, mindset that you would have going to war, don't know what you fighting for. The Iranians, they know what they fighting for. They fighting for motherfucking survival and they country.
To not be colonized.
Right, exactly. Right. These people is pressing us. You know what I'm saying?
They fighting for their culture, their heritage, their livelihood, their land.
Right. But me, I had a mindset as, hold on, wait a minute, man. Man, these people ain't fucking with nobody. You know what I'm saying? All the evidence that's being brought out, with America being bullies and all that. Like, come on, man. Y'all got a history, man. Like, we can see you now.
We know somebody who live in Ghana, and a couple years ago they had called us and was saying how they wanted to be in the military, and they was asking for money, and our
oh yeah, you talking about dude, yeah.
And I was like, you need money to be in the military? I'm like, don't they pay y'all? And he laughed at me, silly Americans don't know how stuff work, which how would I know? And he was like, no, you have to pay to get into the military. Okay, in Ghana. And over here in America, of course you don't pay to get in. You get this free medical and they pay you. And a lot of people fall for the okie doke with that check that you get.
Yeah, I can go on and on with this one, but just like I said in the beginning, this shit is worse than prison. This shit is worse than prison, man. Let me see if I can find something else.
It is. I remember we had watched a video one time where they was talking about, they was showing the soldiers and all them forced immunizations. And there was some cute little black girls and she was hesitant. And they was like, forget it. They was tired of trying to go back and forth and they just started just sticking them in her arm. And she, do you, I don't know if you remember that video. If you seen
I
it.
remember
She
that.
was, they just kept sticking her arm. These people ain't warriors over there.
No.
All these cute little black girls over there, they over there because they mom and them ain't had no plan for them. They got kicked out. They ain't know what to do with their life.
Exactly.
These people, you have no idea sometimes what you getting yourself into when you do certain things.
Right.
And that could be on a low level from a job. You know, we don't all just had a job where we like, oh, heck no, this thing, I can't wait. I ain't coming back after this day. And let alone the military where you cannot get out. I'm telling y'all, my brother had a minimum of 6 years.
Yeah, it's like you. That's another reason why I said it's worse than prison. Because they say you free or whatever, but you can't be on that boat and be like, look, man, I want to go home. Your ass ain't going home.
And when you do get leave to go home, you get a short little period of time
Yep.
just to keep your head and morale, and then they send you back. I've been seeing pictures of a lot of the I think Navy people when they have to do their little ocean dive and how scared they be and hesitant. These black girls and guys, they be scared to jump off into that ocean. Mind you, they got the rescue boats and people in the water, but it just goes to show you that our people are fighting against their spirit.
Exactly.
Going over there signing up for this.
Right. At least in prison, they don't make you kill people. Man, that's what I'm saying. It's like you can come with all kind of different scenarios or whatever. It's like, man, come on, man. You really got to think about going into them goddamn Army and the Navy and all that shit, man.
The devil's lair.
And right. And then, especially in the time that we're in today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like America back is against the wall. So America ain't got no goddamn choice but to goddamn fight.
The way that they will just, sacrifice people's lives for nothing.
Man, ain't no, that's what I'm saying. Ain't no
nothing.
way. Right. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you here in America, you can get your life took just on bullshit.
Just because the police just was scared.
Yeah.
They were scared for their life, so they took yours.
Or they just trigger happy.
Yeah.
And they want to, put something down.
Lie and make up stuff.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, man, ain't no
way I'm
goddamn
going to
way.
fight for a country where you can just be walking and get kidnapped. Next thing you know, you hung in the woods.
Right.
And don't nobody know nothing. Don't nobody go to jail. Ain't no real investigation. It's just, oh, well.
Right. Plus, y'all ain't gave us what y'all owed us, man. Y'all
Why
ain't
would I
trying to
fight
give
for
it.
them? I don't understand that other than poverty.
That's what it is.
The only reason why I see people. I had a girlfriend, and again, we fresh out of high school, we going into college, and her sister did not want to go to college, and she was a year younger than us, and she signed up and went to the Army. And I was talking to her dad. It was really her stepdad, but they had it solid. They respected him as their father, and I was completely against it. I knew young that y'all know in high school they send the recruiters to high school.
Yeah.
They start brainwashing you at 16, 17.
Yeah.
Your parents ain't there. And they started talking to you about going to the military. And I was completely against it. I was very vocal and opinionated as a child. And her daddy got mad at me and shut me down. Stop telling her that. That's negative. She need to go to the military. She needs something to do. This is going to help her mature, this and that. And I kept telling him, like, absolutely not. Thank God this was back in the day. She made it out. She's good. But I just always knew this was not it. I remember when our son, just a couple years ago, graduated high school, and the recruiters used to be calling me, asking to speak to him. And I'm like, how did you get this number? And, of course, obviously, the school gave it to him without my permission. And I remember I had to go off on so many of them recruiters because they was calling me. And they was trying to get to my son, so they asking for his number. And I said, absolutely not.
I was just sitting back like over my dead body.
I'm like, you need to quit calling me. I don't know how y'all, back then we didn't know how to block numbers. But I'm like, my son is not going. Y'all wasting y'all time calling. They would have black recruiters calling, trying to manipulate. I said, man, you out your mind if you think I'm going to send my son over there. And just think, if he would have, he'd be over there now.
Yep, exactly.
In this mess.
Facts, right. Probably mad as hell. But let's go into, well, they gonna mention, the troops and their conditions or whatever, but it's also talking about, Trump lying and just, sticking his foot in his mouth. But Let's go and get to it. We'll be right back, y'all.
Listen, this is exactly what we talking about. They put this motherfucker in front of cameras and a microphone, and he get up there and he says the dumbest shit ever, man. He's saying that he's in control of the Strait of Hormuz. Everybody fucking know that's a lie. Now he's saying that he's going to control it, call it the Strait of America, and everybody going to have to go through them. How in the fuck you going to go over there to somebody else's region and take over their shit? You ain't no better than the motherfuckers you fighting, idiot. But I can tell you one thing, a colonizer can never fucking hide their true colors, man. And that's exactly what this bitch is. That was the only point anyway, y'all going over there. Y'all want to steal the people fucking shit. Just like you did Venezuela, which he bragged about. This motherfucker in real time Pilgrim and some shit. That's what I'm telling you, man. This motherfucker Pilgrim is something else, man. That's what I'm telling you. Then he gets up there and he says, $4 a gallon? That's nothing. You should be happier paying $4 than Iran having a nuclear weapon. Dumbass. At this point, they don't need a fucking nuclear. They beating y'all ass without none of that shit. And they control the Strait of Hormuz. And they control the world economy. Everything is in them folks' hands. But they keep putting this dementia-ass motherfucker up there on the stage and letting him just run his mouth. And all he's doing is making it worse every time he speaks. Every time. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He don't know shit about the military. This the same motherfucker, his family and them got him out talking about he got feet problems. So, bitch, you never served. So you don't know nothing about that shit. You don't know nothing about anything. Nothing. Continue being a house bitch and decorating the motherfucking White House with all that ugly ass shit you're putting all over the place. Worry about your motherfucking pool and shit that you're building. Man, let's say in your ballroom. Hey, man, somebody got to go on and get him on up out of here, man. They need to go ahead and impeach Trump immediately, man. That's what I'm telling you. Like, we cannot keep on waking up to this movie Groundhog's Day because that's just what it sounds like. Every day you wake up, it seems like it's in fucking repeat. Nothing's changed, nothing, no agreements, no nothing. Only thing we getting out of this is a bunch of U.S. members fed up and ready to come fucking home, man. We're getting killed at the motherfucking gas pump. We're getting killed at the grocery stores. When is enough? Like, who gonna fucking step up and start the process and get this motherfucker up out of here? We can't wait till midterms. We cannot make it to that shit, man. Listen to what I'm telling you. This motherfucker got to be up out of here like now. Go ahead and put the paperwork, man, impeach him. Get Pete Hixon up out that bitch. Get Marco Rubio. Get his whole, anybody this motherfucker got close contact with him, get him gone. Y'all stay up out there. Get it out tomorrow.
Man, this is basically, you know what I'm saying, like everything that we talked about as far as the economy being concerned, as far as, you know, like stuff just messed up. You know, and
on the political level, then you got
exactly
the civilian level.
Right.
You got so many shootings. People shooting stuff up left and right.
Man.
You got the police trigger happy they can't stop shooting black people to save their life.
Right.
You got all of the hangings.
Yeah.
The city we live in particular, I was looking at somebody made a post about how many shootings has been happening lately.
Right. Shout out to Brother Huey. Shalom, brother. Good to see you up in the building.
Shalom.
Brother Huey said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Right, exactly. That's what I was just talking to my wife about. Like, no, we want to keep him up in there. Let him go on and do his job. You know what I'm saying? He's in the most high, you know, controlling this man. So we want the most high, you know, to do his will, to have his will be done, right?
That's why everybody looking at America with astonishment, that whole proverb and byword, because looking at this dude, it's like, are you serious?
Brother Huey said there was a mass shooting at a college yesterday. It was a mass shooting in Michigan, in North Michigan, and you already know who did it. You know your favorite neighborhood white man.
It's been a lot of we didn't really pull stories on them, but we was looking at that, just talking about how many shootings it's been across the nation
Right.
lately, you know, which is wild because school just starting back up, and all these shootings. Like I said, the city we live in, there's been a lot of shootings lately.
Right.
You know, people. I was looking at Pastor Dial, and he was talking about how people don't have nothing to live for, so they feel like all hope is lost. Especially them. You know, Edomites can't take no pressure. They bust and literally get the busting.
Hell yeah.
And so you have so many people who have access to semi-automatics, and if you've been in the game for a long time, you may still have some automatics before they banned them. And you know, people get out here and they just plan to unalive people, and then either go out by police or unalive themselves before they get taken into custody. And it's just really bad and violent out here on all fronts. You can obviously tell we living in the last days.
Right. Cedric Tayu, African Charlotte activist, was found hanged. Damn.
Is that the one? Well, no, you put Charlotte. I know it was a guy, some I think a professor, like the first African American professor or something, who was unalive. But I'm thinking maybe this is something different.
Man, when I hear about that, man, it just goddamn boils my blood, man. Because we already know who doing it. We already know, right?
Yeah, there's been a lot of hangings. Somebody compiled a list I saw with all of the hangings that's happened recently. I think they even reopened the Rasheem Carter and another one because you know, it's just so much being brought. Excuse me. The Most High is allowing so much to be brought to the light.
All right, let's get into this other video about the oil prices and the global tension.
Listen, Iran does not have to win an air campaign. They don't have to keep trading shots with Israel or the United States. These folks are playing checkers. So when you see the news and you hear these generals and shit saying that we done blew up 97% of their weapons and this and that, man, don't believe that shit. Them folks been planning on this shit for a long time. They done set mines up so when oil tankers and shit come through, they can blow all that shit up. All your goods and everything. They're gonna put a chokehold on the fucking economy, man. They're gonna set this motherfucker back like 2020 or maybe even worse. Listen what I'm telling you. The price of oil is gonna steady go up. These people are in it for the long run. They know what they're doing. You're only getting one side of the fucking story. Trump really want to back out of this shit, but he can't. Because Iran done called this fucking bluff. And now they on the world stage ready to dance with this motherfucker. Listen what I'm telling you, man. They want the Israeli troops. They want the United States troops to come into their fucking land. Everything is booby-trapped around now. That's why you see the United States just bombing all kind of shit so they can make a pathway to get in there, but it ain't gonna fucking work. Them people got people in the mountains and shit. They got rocket launchers and all type of shit in the mountains. And the people who there, you don't know who's who. Because you remember all those protesters that was out there in the streets? Well, Trump, y'all done killed some of their fucking family members. So I know you think these folks still not going, yeah, Trump safe. No. They done flipped the switch now. Any American or any Israeli, bring their ass up in there, man. Your ass up for grabs, man. And Trump keeps saying, well, we got to stop them because they can't have a nuke. They don't need a nuke. All they got to do is strangle your fucking economy. Stop anything from coming through that bitch. Stop the oil.
And that's the thing about it too, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't even need no nuke. They really don't need no nuke. They can, you know, they doing what they doing now with the economy.
Yeah, but they gotta make them feel it a little more.
They gonna make them feel it a little.
That pride, they still prideful and got that pride there. So they got it,
Right.
because I'm thinking about the scripture talking about how afraid they gonna make them, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they ain't afraid enough yet.
They ain't afraid, no.
You heard the Edomite talking
Nah.
about suck it up and man
Suck it up, yeah.
So they ain't afraid enough yet.
Yep. Yeah, they not afraid yet. You ain't lying about that.
That pride got to get eradicated up out of them. But yeah, you was right. I was thinking of it's a different person. Who was that? Araya?
No, that's brother
Brother
Huey.
Huey. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a different young man. The one I'm talking about, they haven't determined if he unalived himself or not because of some plagiarism scandal.
Right. But these goddamn pink booties, they worried. They worried. They is really worried. You know what I'm saying? Because in some kind of way they feeling this shit.
It's going down.
It's affecting them in some type of way. If it's even that they got to play a little bit more in the gas tank. Mm-hmm. They feeling it some type of way.
Everybody feel it with groceries.
Right, exactly, right. But let's hear what this Edomite got to say, y'all.
Very soon is a time when food, ammo, water, and certain skill sets are going to be the most valuable thing on U.S. soil. A lot of people just talk about crypto. A lot of people talk about other forms of currencies, and yes, minerals would be one of them as well, like gold, silver. But the reality is that we're living in such times that, man, we are getting very close to a collapse. Let me know if you agree.
Oh, I agree. Been talking about it for years now. We've been talking about it for years now, and people been looking at us like, oh man, here go these crazy couple, and you know, this married crazy couple. They don't know what the hell they talking about.
Doom and gloom.
Yeah, doom and gloom. Here we go with the doom and gloom and whatever.
But we just believe the Bible.
Right, but how that doom and gloom taste now? It don't taste so good, do it?
You got to just pay attention to what's going on in the earth and stop ignoring your spirit and suppressing your spirit for the delusion.
Exactly.
And live in the reality of things. This ain't the 80s and 90s. You know, the 90s was fabulous. I was a child,
right.
But it was just you can tell the difference between now and the 90s. So you can see the course of the world. Back then, you know, you could walk to the store, or kids could walk to a park and all that. Man, there ain't nobody finna just be letting their kids walk. You see a kid walking by themselves, you be like, what the heck?
Right.
You can't do that. The world is terrible.
Exactly. Let's get another Edomite, on deck, and let's hear what he got to say about things too.
Everything immediately. Get your family together and leave the United States. This country is about to explode. The racial tensions, the gasoline running out. There will not be any transportation of goods. There will not be any trucking delivering food to grocery stores. The government is going to lock the United States down, and people are going to be killing each other, fighting over canned goods and macaroni and cheese. Please, if you have the means to get out of America, to get out of the United States, go to Canada, go to Mexico. Anywhere is going to be safer than the United States. This is a powder keg, and it is about to explode. And the government is going to do all it can to contain the people. There is a bad time coming to America. Get out if you can.
Hey man, he ain't lying.
I agree with it. You can feel it in the air when you go places, everything.
Yeah.
The racial tensions. You got that global stuff, but then you got this stuff here local on United States soil, and you can feel it.
Brother Lindsay said, why is it racial tensions when we say stop killing us? Exactly right.
Because
Facts.
whatever they try to impose on us, we supposed to take that with a smile.
Right, exactly.
How dare you want your culture? How dare you want freedom? I did this video, y'all, on my other channel, and these white women talk about why they hate black people. And she go into, basically in a nutshell, it ain't nothing you can do to stop them from hating us because they hate your very being. Your hair, you smiling, your joy. She said the fact that that black people can still find joy, and we do everything we can to oppress them, and y'all still find a way to live life and try to be happy and obtain things. They hate that. So they want you to, they want to unalive like that cop told that little black girl who said I can't punch you in the face.
Right, yeah.
You should be able to just take it, because remember, they don't even think we human, so they don't think we experience pain.
Yeah,
they
right.
convince themselves we don't hurt.
They got more sympathy for a damn dog, you know, if something happened to a dog and shit, than us and our lives being taken. But Brother Huey said, I don't like this place anymore. Hey, we got to get Ernie the Edomite out before we go, y'all.
I don't like this place no more either. I'm tired.
Me neither. And man, but hey, y'all, that's our time. We're going to go on and get up out of here, but we got to leave y'all with Ernie the Edomite. And we'll be right back.
Love the little name you gave him.
I don't like it here anymore. I don't want to be here. Can somebody please help me get out of here? I don't like this place anymore. It's not fun anymore. It's not even interesting anymore. It's a pain in my fucking ass. I hate being here. Somebody help me get out of here.
He said help. He wants some help. But hey, y'all, it's been a good one. Hope everybody enjoy the rest of their night. We appreciate y'all for stopping through, you know, hanging out with us or whatever. Brother Huey, Brother Linzel, Brother Rob, we really appreciate y'all, man. You know, we've been rocking for years, and you know, we appreciate the replay game. You know, people who watch the video afterwards, and we're gonna leave y'all with keep the commandments, stay vigilant. Y'all got any information that y'all want to share with us? Y'all know how to hit us up. And with that being said, we're gonna say shalom till next week, most high willing.
Shalom, Zion.